is on Chris. Every male that Chris has gotten next to, directly and indirectly, has in some way experienced a decline in their life. A major drop in their life has come. Rob Kardashian, Bruce Jenner, her. Welcome to Dynasty Readings. My name is Seer. If this is your first time, I'm a clairvoyant, a medium. Some might even say prophetic, but I cover all of that by saying Seer. Check out the other videos and or the intro videos if you're interested in knowing more about me. But we want to get into our reading today, which is the Kardashians. The Kardashians. This is an interesting reading because this reading, it's an ancestral reading, but I did not have a encounter with Rob Kardashian, their father. Instead, I had more of a remote viewing, spiritual remote viewing, both in spirit and in the natural, and got a complete picture of what's happening spiritually as it relates to how Rob is feeling about his children, his ex-wife, the vision he had for his family. So let's talk about this. Let's get into it. Today's reading is about the Kardashian. It's an ancestral message, sort of, not directly from Rob, more of a spiritual remote viewing of what I witnessed while in meditation and prayer and while in the spirit. So let's get into it. So first things first, I want you to understand that I usually get approached by the ancestors that want to send a message, converse, whatever the case may be, either through dreams, streams, visions. I usually get approached. In this case, I did not get approached, but I could see exactly what was happening. And this is important because of the culture and because of the breaking of curses that are necessary and need to happen with the influences that Hollywood is pushing over our society, and specifically those who know they are destined and called and chosen to do something greater with their lives. So that's what this is about. Check this out. I could not speak with Rob Kardashian, or I should say, not that I couldn't, but he didn't have to or didn't approach me because the family already has mediums, seers, if you will, that they utilize to speak with ancestral spirits and to cast spells for them, to cause things to, when they want something to flip in their favor. They already have spiritualists that are kind of sort of contracted with them, for their spiritual services. This is what I saw. And I saw that, there has been communication with mediums and Rob to the family. But what I also saw was that these mediums would not share everything that Rob was saying to them out of fear of losing a client. And and we're all human, but it's unfortunate. I should say the hardest thing to do, I'm not going to say it's hard, but you do have a choice to make when you're doing this work, whether you are going to serve the people or serve money. And in this case, I see mediums. I actually see a male and a female. I see mediums and spiritual workers that are that serve the Kardashian family, but they are not relaying all the messages out of fear that they would get fired or that they would never get hired again, because it's a very lucrative client. As a matter of fact, I don't want to get too far off in this. These mediums and spiritualists service multiple celebrities and people of influence, and they kind of have the same practice. There's only a few people I see that allow them to really speak the truth. So I don't want to put it on them like, they have some kind of evil intent, but it just is what it is. So here's what they're not relaying that Rob is saying. They've already heard that Rob has said to them he's very proud of his girls and his son. But he's very proud of his girls because his girls has taken his name around the world. But in turn, he's furious with his ex-wife. He's furious with Chris because he had a vision that Chris was aware of for their children. His vision was for them to go into medicine, law, and politics. Even accounting was an option, but medicine, law, and politics was his vision for his children because he wanted them to have real influence and impact from his view for reasons that were more like service to the world. He's upset that Chris has taken her vision for herself, her vision, the vision she wanted for herself, and she has made that vision a reality through her children, through their daughters. He loves the fact that his daughters has spread his name around the world, but he's not exactly happy with why their names are being spread around the world. What I saw was Chris is being led by a succubus spirit. A succubus spirit. A succubus spirit is a spirit that comes to utilize people's life force. A succubus spirit uses pleasure, lust, to bring about a means to an end. It's their instrument, it's their tool, but the end result is about control, and the end result is about being able to manipulate the spirit or the soul, the person that the succubus spirit is after. I saw that this succubus spirit, I'm gonna tell y'all something in a minute that happened really weird. I saw this succubus spirit was an ancestor, is an ancestor of Kris Jenner's. This succubus spirit is an ancient ancestor that is now utilizing Chris to materialize everything you see that the Kardashians have been. I see very, this is YouTube, so I can't get so graphic, but I see very interesting things happening in the shadows as to how and why the Kardashians' names and brand has stayed relevant to this day. There's interesting things happening in the shadows. The evidence of the succubus spirit that is on Chris, every male that Chris has gotten next to, directly and indirectly, has in some way experienced a decline in their life. A major drop in their life has come. Rob Kardashian, Bruce Jenner, her son Rob has also gone through things indirectly. Reggie Bush, Lamar Odom, we all know Kanye West. Every male, and especially the men who I call the sons of God, these ethnic men that are full of potential, and God's spirit rests in and has blessed them and given them a platform to do something greater. These men have become destroyed. Now, I'm not saying, I want to be fair, I'm not saying that Kris Jenner had the intention, but the spirit that is utilizing Kris Jenner, the spirit that Kris Jenner has opened herself up to, she actually knows that there is an ancestral spirit with her, and that it's the ancestral spirit that gives her the insight, the blueprint, the plans to execute. But it's absolutely dangerous for males, to be in her environment, because it's just a matter of time before they experience a massive decline. All these men were influential, powerful. Bruce Jenner was a top tier Olympian. Rob Kardashian was a top tier lawyer, right? Her son he's the son of the Kardashians, meaning that he is living a very lavish lifestyle. And I'm not saying that because you live a lavish lifestyle that you don't go through things, but the point is we can see that he had mental and emotional issues, things. And as a matter of fact, he ended up drawing in his life the same type of spirit. It was a karmic relationship that he ends up drawing into his life because of who his mother is. Rob Kardashian is furious because the vision that he set out for his children did not come to pass. I see him. When he's talking, I see him talking to the mediums, and he's waving his hands and jumping up and down and asks them to tell them exactly what he's saying, and they will not share it because they have to pay their bills. But Rob Kardashian has hope that the children of Kim and Kanye is a second chance. He loves all his grandchildren, right? I want to be fair. He loves all his grandchildren, but Kim and Kanye's children have a divine assignment, and he has hope that the vision he had for his daughters and son, for his children, will then be materialized and manifested through Kim and Kanye's children. Kim even knows, I see Kim in the spirit, Kim even knows that there's a higher calling for her. She feels it pulling her, but the succubus that is operating through her mother is keeping, it's like a magnetic field. It's like a magnetic pulling her in a different direction. But Kim can sense the ancestral pull of her father's side, almost demanding her to fulfill her destiny. In the areas of law, Kim has a very specific assignment in the areas of law. And they're begging her to fulfill that assignment. And I see some things that I can't say here on YouTube, but I hope that she hears and she moves forward. This was what I saw with the Kardashian reading with Rob Kardashian. There's also some other deeper things. I'm going to have to hold some of these other deeper things for the secondary platform because they're a little deep for YouTube. But this is what I saw with the Kardashian reading. Thank you all for watching another Dynasty reading. Again, I am Tay the Seer. This is the channel for the chosen. Soon you will see that we will have services as well as releases of different media for you all to tap into in the future. I'm super excited. Thank you to everybody that has tapped in with us and viewed our videos. If you're into spiritual service, if you're into seers, if you feel like there's a time that you're at a time in your life where you're looking for depth, you're looking to go deeper spiritually in your life, go ahead and subscribe, because there are some amazing things that we have in store coming soon in the future. This channel is about awakening the spiritual power in you. This is not about me. This is about me helping people, all the viewers from around the world, realize that there is a God in you. The God lives in you and is ready to express himself, or God is ready to express himself in you and do something greater in your life. I'll see you on the next reading here on Dynasty Readings. Until next time, keep ascending.